What's up, boys and gals, and in general all my Pokepals? It's me, DeoGenZ, and we just found the Ian File S, Shadow Pokemon. A Shadow Pokemon is a Pokemon that has been made into a fighting machine by artificially shutting the door to its heart. What we didn't know is that the Shadow Pokemon exude a dark aura that can't normally be seen by the human eye. Unfortunately, a girl with the ability to see this dark aura has been discovered. This is a major problem. The girl could become a huge obstacle for our Shadow Pokemon plan. A solution to this is needed. Alright, that came from the Chief's office there. The girl that's following us around could be the unraveling of their entire Shadow Pokemon plot, which, if this wasn't a video game, I would have a hard time believing. Not that I'm sexist, not that I'm thinking that one girl can't do it alone, but seriously, she's just one girl. All they would have to do, really, is surround her with a bunch of Shadow Pokemon thugs. Yeah, you get the point, we rehealed there. And, just ransack her. You know, just keep her in this cave here. After we amuse this guy, we'll see why it's such a perfect spot to throw somebody. It's better than a riverbed with an anchor on it, because somebody may find her skeleton later. Just keep her in the cave, make her a Shadow Pokemon. Our next experiment, we decided to take those that were being an asshole to our plan and make them a part of our plan. Integrate them, make a shadow person! Oh shit. She's on the game. She's on the ball. She's on the Quillfish ball right there, which I wouldn't want to be on. That would hurt my foot stepping on that and then getting poison barbed. Oh noes! Alright, Quagsire is a beast. You can take it. But it gets recoil. So we're gonna make it calm down. Just sit still, wait until I could throw a Pokeball and chant Yumo Guegui Fami Zao. Alright, it's for your own good that you don't use recoil attacks on yourself or my poke. We don't want that to happen. So where have I been? Why has this series been lagging so often? It really does suck. I think back to last winter when I said, hey, we're doing Crystal, and then it was like, we're doing Crystal like once a month or something, you know, and my apologies for that. I was moving places, but now, again, I am moving to another place, and that's not really the main reason I had the hiatus. The main reason was Sandy, Hurricane Sandy, and I did not get anything destroyed. It did not ruin anything for me, so every one of my Pepples are all safe. My comrades, as Vlad would say, are all copacetic. But that did put a dent hugely in my current college schedule at my local community area, so it really does suck. I missed a good chunk of classes. And the thing with college, when you get to it, you'll realize it's not like high school as much where they just try to warehouse you and waste your time. Every minute that they etch into the schedule is, it matters, you know? And if you miss it, well, you've got to make it up on your own. And not having any electricity, it's very hard to study those materials. But never fear, the mind is here, and Pokemon helps me again in science. I do advise anyone who's good at Pokemon to maybe consider biology, because I got a 99 on my second unit bio test. And it's not Bio 101, it's 102, which is essentially like zoology. And the reason I say if you're a Pokemon player you should check it out, probably be your thing, a good area for you to go in, is how did you come about learning over 600 different forms? 600 different forms of which I'm sure you know the moves, you know the types, you know the advantages, disadvantages to using them. Some of the more masterful metagame watchers of these series may even know what tier these things belong to. I'm just learning that now, and I haven't got it down for all of them. Alright, get ready, guys. Yumo Guegui Fami Zao, Yumo Guegui Fami Zao, Yumo Guegui Fami... You bastard! Alright, our chanting is off. Maybe we gotta go a little faster. Gotta get back into the swing of Uncle's chants. If we are to fight dark magic with good magic. You calm down. Mr. Arrowhead. You the Avatar. So that is why I suggest, if you like Pokemon, you might actually be better at science than you think. Better at memorization than you could suppose. You have a good absorption rate for data, and you don't even know it. So give it a try. Let me know. I know for a fact from past comment conversations and PMs I've had with people, there are scientists who watch this channel. So that's a good thing. Alright, a little earlier, a little faster. Kick it up! Yumo Guegwe Fi Mi Zao, 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 Yumo Guegwe. You bastard! Alright, so rushing the chant does not help at all. And he friggin' woke up. Alright, he's getting small. It's too bad they don't leave them in that miniaturized position. Oh, Skiploom's getting pissed off. Not skipping around like a happy little schoolgirl anymore. It's angry! Because it's a shadow Pokemon. Don't worry, Skiploom. Eventually we will unlock your heart. With this one girl who will change everything. I guess that's where we come in. It's not one girl anymore. It's one girl and a thief who would love to take Pokemon from other trainers and would be doing this normally, but now gets to be seen as a hero. So, yeah, we'll stick around with this chick, become a hero, and who knows what happens afterwards. Hopefully we don't have to give all the Pokemon back. Like, oh, here's the Pokemon that was stolen from you, had its heart closed, because these things had to come from somewhere. Did not come from the wild, as we well know. So, as we can see, it's clearly harder to battle Pokemon we're trying to capture, because you can't all-out power wallop them. But the game's fair. The games are equal leveled. Alright, that thing does have a 3 upper level advantage than Skiploom. But it's funny how the shadow feature on Pokemon can be a curse, and it can be a power-up. It's a curse, of course, in that they can't learn moves like a normal Pokemon would. They can't grow any levels, can't use any items on them when they're in hyper mode. So that's definitely the disadvantage. The advantage, of course, is the critical hitting of Shadow Rush when they are in hyper mode. So in the worst of their worst, you can still get some sort of benefit. But if we come across trainers in this cave that don't have Shadow Pokes, they're in for a surprise. We're going to pwn them so fast, they're going to be amazed that they even made it into the walkthrough. Ha ha ha! You know, maybe Quillfish liked our chanting so much he wanted to come out of the Pokeball and join us. He's like, "Ooh, me too, Yumo Guegwe Fi Mi Zao. What are you talking about? Is this how I can de-shadow ties?" No, it's actually, it would help if you stay in the ball. Then I will get rid of your shadow status. He doesn't know that. It's a Quillfish. He's got freaking porcupine spines all over his body. Not really porcupine. They're more like Bowser spines, kind of. I see those and it's like, if those were larger, that could be a Quill Bowser. But now Linoon's gonna get wrecked. He's the center of attention. Oh, but Slugma's always gotta make himself appear more important, so, you know, we will call Slugma. It's not like we're in a desperate situation here where we need every Pokemon to attack. And he's still at the top of his shadow meter. That's why I switched out some of my pokes here. I'm going to see how effective it is for a while, for a few more episodes, just to carry around different shadow Pokemon with you. As we get to the next village, and we can start to purify them, hint hint hint, I will see if we'll keep doing that, because it might not be a good idea to spread the experience points thin here. It's not like we can experience grind in the traditional sense of finding a good patch of grass and going out and doing that, but yeah, I want to make sure we have enough experience for everyone. So, a quick heal, and we'll talk to this magician girl. Let's see if she has a shadow poke. Street performer. Okay, not magician. Maybe magician. Street magician. I'll make the lines in the road disappear! And then she just punches you in the face. Aha, I didn't tell you what else would disappear, but the lines certainly did disappear, didn't they? You can't argue with her. It's just her methods are a bit intense. The intense street performer. The brutal street performer. Will do magic at any cost. Watch your toes. And we'll just boost our defenses here. Not going to get any damage. Hopefully. Yes! And a Lotad. I do wonder if there are more Lotads or cousins of Lotad running around this cave. And I'm wondering if I should switch Quagsire now. Oh, we'll see. That's the beauty of editing. If I did not get the right team when I go to face that idiot Mirror Bee, well, I could just edit that out. Yay! And yay for you, because these battles go on for a while. It makes me wonder, should I speed them up? I'll look at your comments today, see if that is the thing to do. If not, I don't mind talking. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Stop attacking Anorita. Alright, good. It's nice that they actually made a sleep animation in this game. I'm trying to think, was it Battle Revolution that didn't have their eyes close? It was just Z's came out all of a sudden, but their eyes would still be wide awake. Could have swore that was Battle Revolution, but I do recall playing a Pokemon game where they took the cheap way out and they just wouldn't close their eyes and make it seem more realistic. I mean, personally, that's why I don't mind that these battles go on longer than I suppose normal trainer battles would, because these are some of the tougher trainers. You got to think about it. You have to go to great lengths. That's why she's brutal street performer. You got to go to great lengths to get yourself a Pokemon, whether it's taking it from a criminal organization like Team Snag'em or another criminal organization like Mirror Bee's Goon Squad. You know, it's hard to get Pokemon out here. So if you have them, I'm gonna assume you've got some toughness about you. And yeah, they're not level 5 pushovers, so they know what they're doing. Skiploom's Sleep Powder ability is perfect, though. I think I'm going to keep this Skiploom on our team in inspiration from Mr. Poof that we raised in my Crystal walkthrough last winter. So shout-outs to that walkthrough and the Mr. Poof of that generation. There was no way that you could transfer any second-gen Poke into the third-gen games, not GameCube, not even the cartridges to cartridges in a time machine. Nope, they just decided, we're done. If you have the first gen and the second gen cartridges, sorry, they're going to disappear all of a sudden. They were never to be seen again, never to be battled with ever again. That's why I really approve of ROMs, because you have an ultimate save file that won't be erased by the internal battery drying up. Support the company, buy the game, but also have a backup if you can rip the ROM, which you can do for DS cartridges. I don't know if it's possible for Game Boy Color cartridges, though. I'm sure at this stage of technology, somebody's already come up. Yes, they come up with the dongle. Great grammar today. But yeah, I'm sure there's probably some sort of adapter that would allow you to take the save files out. At this point, it's meaningless. Who knows how many save files have gotten corrupted on my Crystal actual cartridge. That game has seen some good times. Never had an N64, so all those second geners and first gens from my red cartridge, I never got to see them in 3D, which is a bummer. Ah, not so extreme now, huh? Sims. Or Simes. Ah, these names, they never fail to get more weird. Yeah, it's a surprise I can kick your ass. Not really. Alright, so this is our first maze-like puzzle of trainers to go through. I thought the building wasn't the first one we could quantify as being that, because it was pretty direct, very linear, straight to the top, just follow the staircases. But you're going to want to explore in this cave. Take the time to search in these corridors, because some of them contain useful items. Down the steps to a trainer. What's going on here? I heard there was an intruder. It's not me, bro. Maze? Isn't that corn? Maze? Chaser corn? Threw out a coughing? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, Chaser. You don't believe me? Here's my Shadow Pokemon, huh? Where's yours? I have 2! I'm a Shadow Pokemon Elite, and you are making me late for work, my friend. So, I'm sorry. It's time for you to fail this battle right now, because you don't even have a Shadow Pokemon of yourself. You're a grunt. A grunt! A grunt they can't even trust. Oh, shadow Pokemon. Probably because they'll end up attacking you and you'll run away like a scared little bitch. Oh, you're gonna growl at us? You think that matters? I got the powder! The power, or the sleep powder. Alright, you got nasty toxic gas. That's not great for me. Alright, touche, touche. You got your own powder. But mine's more devastating. If it works, and it does, this time. It's basically the same move, except a recoloring. Purple, nope, green. Go to green. That's sleep powder. Get owned! Wow, that was powerful, my Quagsire. Just barely took a scratch off. He's like, puh! Where's your attack? Alright, damn. Skip Plume's in some trouble here. Our supporter needs saving! No! Alright, Skip Plume. You don't have any absorption moves yet. So, fight to the last bit! And have vengeance on Ralts. Because that's what's right. Vengeance, not retracting your Pokemon before they faint. That, who cares? Who cares? It automatically comes out, right? I'm the worst person to be collecting Shadow Pokemon. I'm just the type of guy who might keep them Shadow types to, study later on. Interestingly enough, though, it did not affect coughing as much as it did Ralts. I gotta get a look at that thing's level. What does the scouter say about its power levels? He is at level 32 and the Ralts was 31. That doesn't seem like such a major jump to me. But Quagsire is at level 30. I start to wonder if size makes a difference in Shadow Rush's effectiveness and power. I don't even know how much base damage Shadow Rush is supposed to do, but it certainly seemed to take out Ralts a lot quicker. And I don't even know what it's considered. Is it a defensive move, or sorry, an offensive or a special special offense, special attack and regular attack, okay? I'm thinking it affects defense and special defense. Because if Ralts is not very defensive and that was an offensive move, I could see it working much better. Yeah, see, maybe Shroomish is more defensive, who knows? Who knows? I don't have a walkthrough at my side at all times. I just play games to play games. It's funny, I was telling my brother, he was in a very hard level of Half-Life, and he was like, I just had to rage quit. I was going to throw the controller, and I was like, yeah, I don't do that, One, I don't have that much money, so I can't be buying new TVs, controllers, and all these things all the time. But two, I just play the game until it pisses me off, and if I can't go any further, well, alright, I'm a little noobish, who cares? I'm not playing the game anymore. Oh well. I have more games that I've played that are unfinished than not. I know a lot of people who keep a hold of their games, they'll hold a big collection of their games and not go on to the next one until they fully 100% whatever game they're playing. Maybe they're a little OCD, but that's ridiculous to me. If there's cool games out and I haven't finished the last one that came out the past month, well, if it's good enough, I'll come back to it. If it's Skyrim, I'll keep going. If it's Brain Age, well, it clearly had a lifespan that outlived itself that does not warrant playing it in 2012. I hate to say it, but that's the case. So if a game frustrates me, I simply say, nope, alright, you win. Look at that, you're awesome. Cool for you, bro. Guess what? I have YouTube. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. I got YouTube. And I was at the last boss anyway, so I'll see what happens if I beat you. And guess what? Same satisfaction level. Big surprise. This happened to me with the Mario and Luigi RPG saga. I believe the second one on DS, the Babies Go Partners in Time, I think it was. And that last Shroom boss. What a piece of shit. Oh man, that thing would not die. It had so many forms, and it wasn't fair because it wouldn't let you start off at any of the other forms that you came to. If you got to maybe the last form where it was nuts and crazy, it'd be like, no, you gotta restart all over again. And this thing had like 10 different forms to go through, and once you got to that point, it was sort of like Colosseum in that you couldn't level grind really well. It wouldn't be that much of a benefit, and there weren't enough enemies to do level grinding, so it wasn't even possible to get more items, which were necessary to pulling off some of the larger moves that did greater damage to taking down that foe. So I don't rage quit, I just calmly stopped the game, and oh, look at the time. I think it's time to calmly transition out of this walkthrough. See you next time.